Welcome to day 2 of our Mackinac Island adventure. Yesterday was a long day. We woke up this morning and had a nice breakfast in the main dining room. This was also included as part of our room package. For breakfast, we had our choice of ordering off the menu or helping ourselves to the buffet.
We were told the main dining room can seat up to 1,500 people. We sat at a table that overlooked the front porch, which was very nice.
Surprisingly, while we were at breakfast, it was only about a third full. We definitely did not have to make reservations, and the food was very good.
Also, during breakfast, we decided that we were going to explore the hotel a bit before heading out to play some miniature golf.
As I mentioned in our Mackinac Island Day 1 video, there were a couple movies filmed at the Grand Hotel. This Time for Keeps and Somewhere in Time. There was a day earlier this spring that I wasn't feeling very well, and so I laid down and watched Somewhere in Time with Christopher Reeves and Jane Seymour. Let's keep in mind, I have never seen Superman, so this was my first time ever seeing Christopher Reeves in a movie. The movie was released in 1980, and honestly, I was pleasantly surprised. I can't say for sure that this pocket watch and penny were from the actual movie, but I would like to believe they are, and it was pretty fun to see them.
While exploring, we snapped a picture of this chandelier that was in a conference room that Janet thought was really pretty. We also snapped a quick picture of our room number 143 so we wouldn't forget what room we stayed in.
I would say one of our regrets is that we did not go up to the Cupola Bar after supper on day 1. But we were able to explore the bar after breakfast this morning.
The Cupola Bar is a 2-story bar at the top of the hotel. There's a 180-degree view of the Straits of Mackinac and the Mackinac Bridge. The lower level of the bar features a black and white checkerboard dance floor.
The cupola was built in 1887 and originally served as a lookout point for staff to spot incoming ships. In 1987, for Grand Hotel's 100th anniversary, the cupola was enclosed and turned into the Cupola Bar.
Walking around the hotel, there were some sets of staircases that were crooked enough you could feel it. We took a picture, and if you look at the top step, you can see just how crooked they are. However, not too bad for a hotel built in 1887.
There was also a miniature model of the Grand Hotel just off the registration desk that was fun to see as well. So outside the red phone booth is a sign with a message from a gentleman named Carlton Varney. According to the sign, he realized many of these red phone booths were being removed from a place called Mayfair. So he worked with an antique dealer friend that he knew and was able to purchase one and bring it to Mackinac Island.
Let's catch up for old time's sake, just you and me. Share bits and pieces together of who we've grown to be. The nervous glance, familiar hands, the rhythm of your voice, reminding me of everything that once was my choice.
Next, it was time for mini golf. The miniature golf course at the Grand Hotel is named The Gem. It's designed to resemble a real golf course with fairways, rough, and sand traps, but in a smaller scale. As usual, I came out the champ by several strokes.
We spent a good chunk of the afternoon relaxing, playing games, and exploring the grounds of the Grand.
While we didn't get a picture, we then stopped by Sadie's ice cream parlor and used our credit for an ice cream cone, which we enjoyed while rocking on the porch at the Grand. The hotel uses thousands of geraniums in its flower beds.
Not a bad way to spend the afternoon. Our next stop was the little stone church known as Union Congregational Church, built in 1904. My mom and dad were married in a congregational church.
Fun facts about the church. It is built of local stone, giving it a rustic historic feel. The church's architecture is described as eclectic Gothic and is only open in the summer. There was actually a service that was just starting when we arrived on day 1.
There was a guest book as you first entered the church that we took a minute to sign. We then sat down and just looked around. We learned that the stained glass windows were installed in 1914 and tell the story of the Protestant movement on the island.
Continuing our walk downtown, we took a couple pics of the Grand Horse Carriage.
And that was pretty much our second day at Mackinac Island. We did spend some time downtown looking at some of the fudge shops and of course buying some fudge to bring home with us for our parents. We ended up taking the ferry back to Mackinac City in the late afternoon where we had a quick bite to eat before calling it a day. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and we'll see you for our next adventure.